All right, let's talk about this. We've talked about the topic for a long time. Let's actually not talk about it.
Man.
Colonialism,
Yeah.
all of this, and then the questions of colonialism. Okay, so I often think, right, it's two parts. Because my question is always, I ask people all the time, what is going on with Africa?
Oh.
What is the core problem of Africa? How do we solve it, right?
Okay.
And for me, it comes, let's say three parts. Right is obviously the biggest one is economic, right? But where does the economic thing come from? Is it either the colonialism and what's happened because of what the colonial powers and the resources they extracted?
Yeah.
Or is it the mentality that's currently being prevalent in the continent because of, you know, the need and the lack of economic opportunities? You know, where would you start? How would you look at it? Would you look at someone wants to ask you what is the problem in Africa? How would you approach the question?
I mean, like, you've raised great points, man. Like, I'm not even surprised you're saying stuff like this. Come on, man. It's you. If you want to go into in depth, it has to be combined. One does not exist without the other. One is as a result of the other, and one is like, they literally go side by side. Colonization is mental based, right? And this is how they got to Africa. They got to Africa to begin with. They first got to Africa through the people. They got through it as a systematic way, through the powers that be, through the kings and the queens and what have you. And then it became controlling your mental. And this is how they succeeded. They succeeded in making our own people believe that Pan-Africanism was a bad thing. They made sure that our own people were also responsible for the assassination of Kwame Nkrumah. Like, where do we like take a stand and say, no, actually stop blaming whoever and look within? Don't get me wrong. They fucked up. They start from the beginning. They made sure we were displaced. They made sure we were divided. They made sure our mentality and our system was so poor that we could not come up from it. But we did. We gained our independence. We stood on our feet and we said, no. To quote the great Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana, our beloved country, shall be free forever. And if it's going to be free forever, we need to elicit these type of things. But we stopped. We stopped seeing it as growth and we started seeing it as like, this is a stagnation. We're not getting enough resources, or we're struggling too much, and this is where they start attacking your mental. Well, actually, if you're struggling too much, I'll give you a visa. I'll give you a scholarship. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. Come to me, work for me. Expand your knowledge. Expand this. Kofi Annan, look at him. Like, he was a proud member of Africa. He was a pioneer for us. He spoke on us every single day. Every single opportunity he got, he made Africa known. But he also had to leave in order to have this. And people embracing this sort of mentality is where we struggle. And we are colonized to the extent that we can't even see the greatness that lies within. That our success is dependent on someone else. And we, as Ghanaians, as Africans, we struggle to say, no, I want to take a stand and I want to build this from within. Don't get me, it's happening now. Now we're waking up and now we're seeing it. You remember the doctor at the event we went to? He said his generation has failed us. Not in so much detail, not going in so much detail. He's right. They have failed us because they were the first people to drink from that Kool-Aid. They were the first people to drink that mentality. And the more we speak on this and the more we understand that coming here is not the end all. Building back home and building our leaders, putting the right leaders in place, speaking to our leaders and making sure they understand they're working for us. Like, don't give somebody so much power to the extent that they feel like, if you talk back to me, I'll slap you. Like, Ghana police, African police, like, you feel like the way they treat us here is bad? They treat us worse back home. And that's because there's this umbrella in their head that they are the authoritative figure. They've got the backing from their ministers and their governments for them to act out in a rash way. Here, we're criticized for the color of our skin. Over there, we're criticized based off of our status. And if your status is not matching what they feel like you can benefit them, you go down the hill. Like, I don't know, you experienced this when you went back home. We just want to survive. This is where the struggle is, man. Everyone just wants to survive as opposed to just waking up and trying to see what we can build. Even not for yourself. Build it for your generations to come. That's where it lies. That's where it stands, man. So for me, I think this is a great point that you have raised. And I know you, man, you've got the mental to debate this day in and day out. Colonization and our mentality towards it. But, hey, because we're free, right? We have independence.
Start acting like it, bro.
Like,
I completely agree with you. Everything you said, man. Everything you said. Like, you know what? It's like difficult for me to even understand. It's like, what do we do now? Because I'm tired of debating. I'm tired of reading. I've been reading about Evan Kwame Nkrumah. I've been reading about like Marcus Garvey. All of these, man. I'm tired, bro.
I know.
How long are we going to read about these people without making any impact? And I think that's what, when he said that their generation has failed us, I was like, yeah, but we're doing the same to ourselves. Like, when I went back home, and like I was telling you, and I was asking them, I was sitting there, the brothers that were there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Like, Ghana's struggling.
Yeah.
How do we get out of this? I learned some shit in the UK, but the first thing they tell us is that you guys can't be like, bickering. You guys can't be doing all this stuff to each other.
You got it better.
You got to, you know?
We have it better. In Africa, we only have it better because they feel like we're earning more and we have more luxury, which we do. But we only have this because our own people are failing us. This is where it lands. This is where it stands. Like, I am never, oh man, I can't tell you that I would never stop marching and stop parading for my people in this country or in this part of the world. But what are we doing back home? Because me and you, we would happily return in a land that would accept us if we knew we could be doing something. So me and you here, we are trying to put up the good fight for our people that are not putting up the good fight. And don't get me wrong, there's people that are waking up right now, this present day. There's people back home waking up, putting in the work, trying to bring the community, trying to just stop conforming to the stereotypes, the gender norms, the ideologies, the stereotypes. Like, there's people in this day trying to do it back home. I think where we can be most useful is connecting with them, seeing how we can like provide them with resources, how we can make the voices heard, how we can like, oh man, it's a struggle, man. It's
frustration too, man. I can see it in your face. I feel the same frustration myself.
Like, you've been in that culture, so I've lived in the culture. I know. Like, stop seeing us when we come to Ghana, like, your bomber is here, your bugger is here, your chairman, your chief. Like, bro, I'm just like you.
See, and that's the thing, though. It feels to me, right, coming back to the idea of, like, mentality, they've been so systematically, like, persuaded that their change has to be external.
It has to be external.
Someone has to come from outside to come and help us here. We can't do our It's so integrated. Like, sometimes someone will do something in politics, and then they'll be like, well, if it was abroad, they wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it.
Are you kidding me? There's the same corruption there too.
But you just don't see. They want to see, you know? They want to see. They want to feel it. Just because you'll see. The only reason you're seeing the corruption in Ghana is because there's not enough. There's not enough resources. So as soon as they hide a little bit, you can tell. Over here, they're hiding billions.
Billions, man. And it's system, and it's like corporations. And I think that's the thing too, right? It's like, okay, I don't want to like take a like understanding into like the economics of it, right?
Yeah.
So I was reading this thing by Karl Marx. Okay. He was talking about how people become slaves, and it's essentially, it's like, if you don't have the capital, you have to rely on labor.
You do.
And so, like, what I'm seeing right now in Africa, and people might have seen this now, is like foreign powers going into Africa, China, US, go to Africa, building stuff there, but they control the capital.
Absolutely.
And so all our people can do is supply labor, but all that keeps them is more enslaved.
Yeah.
We have resources. We've got cocoa, we've got gold, we've got diamonds. How are we still poor? when you look at these things, right? The like ways that things are improving, but also not improving, kind of staying the same.
Yeah.
How do you see as like the economic route? How do you see the capital? How can we come out about this like boot on our necks?